So this is our no leak solution for getting cables through the IBR sheeting without having weird leaks. I'll show you guys in a minute how we did it. So for the front section we used sponge. Maybe not sponge, this is a high density foam. I know we could have used the expansion foam. I hate the expansion foam because if you want to put any other type of cable through here, you need to get rid of the foam first. The only pieces of material that we actually used to make this installation or this section of the installation happen was a piece of high density foam rubber. This is what was used to seal the inside. You'll see the cutting over here. We cut out the high density rubber, got the shape over there and just trimmed it to fit the profile. We got a piece of flat sheet and we simply bent the flat sheet to kind of fit into the profile of the IBR sheeting. And then we used some of this tape. It's like a foam rubber with an adhesive on one side. We used the adhesive all along the bottom edge. You can see it sticking out over there. You can see it sticking out over there, around the corner and all the way on the other side. That gives us our waterproof finish, and then it's possible for us to come back and take out the foam rubber and add any additional cabling we have to. We can even, at the moment, we've just got 3 screws keeping this in place. We've had some severe storms. We haven't had a drop of water leaking into the building. We used these screws we used over here are some of the screws supplied by K2. I'll show you guys, I'll give you guys an example of what the screws look like, and maybe when we have a look at what this joint looks like on the inside and how it's been finished off, you'd understand which type of screw it is. And I might even share the model number if it's important or relevant. My job today is to quickly fit the mechanical protection. So I'll show you guys what it looks like on the inside. I'm going to fit the protection around the cable just to make sure that it's mechanically protected against the side of the IBR sheeting. So literally 3 screws. We don't have any other form of waterproofing on here. That's what the cover looks like on the inside. We've got the foam rubber. As I said, we've had some severe storms over here. No waterproofing issues whatsoever. I'll bring you a bit closer so you guys can see what we've done over here. So the only thing we did was just cutting a slit into the IBR sheeting, and what we did was we cut it a little bit further away, raised this edge over here so that it doesn't damage the cable, and on this side over here we pushed the piece of sheeting down not to damage the cable. My job today is to finish off this edge and to finish off this edge to protect the cable from any mechanical damage caused by the sharp edges of the sheeting. So I found some old cable casings in the factory below, and I'm going to be using them as mechanical protection for this cable. I brought a few because I didn't know what was going to be better to be used and what was going to work better. Let me give you guys a bit of a close-up. So that's what it looks like at the moment. So where the cable runs into the building, there's absolutely no sharp edges that can damage this cable whatsoever, as that section's been raised and the other one's been dropped down. We do have a little burr sticking out over there, so I'll just rip that off, clean it up. If you look at the holes, we've got one hole about 200 millimeters above the section where the cable is entering, and then we have another hole about 150 millimeters below the section where the cable is entering. That's what it looks like, and the only thing we need to do is to put the cover back. So I would show you guys what the screws look like. That's what they look like over there. That's what the screw looks like. See, it's not a normal tack screw. The normal tack screw doesn't have a sharp edge. This one has a small rubber washer underneath it, so definitely not the standard kind of screw. Next thing would be to just push the high density foam back in. The easiest, cheapest, most waterproof cover we've ever made. At the moment it seems to be fine. There are no leaks, and we can inspect the entire thing without having to stick it full of what do they call it, pop and lup, which is a piece of cloth and a waterproofing compound. Absolutely no silicone, no waterproofing compound, nothing else needed. Job well done. So just to give a bit of context of the angle of the roof, the angle over here is 12 degrees. So the angle of the sheet's sitting at about 12 degrees. And that one's sitting at 5. So it has a fall in a downward direction along with the roof. So it's interesting to have a look at the intensity of light today. So we're sitting at about, I know that's not really what this video is for, but we are sitting at about 850 watts per meter squared, just as a matter of interest, guys. Thanks for watching.